Hi, I'm Dr. Sebastian Gonzalez. This video today is on foot issues you might find in competitive runners. The area we're talking about is mainly just down in here on the bottom part of the foot. A lot of people think a lot of these are stress fractures. They could be right part of the time, but sometimes they are wrong. It's really important to be able to differential diagnose the area properly to be able to give you correct rehab with it. The area we're mainly going to worry about here is the lumbricals. The lumbrical is a small muscle between, it goes right on the slip of the tendon that flexes the toes. It's a very small muscle, but you can have issues with it. It will create the same type of pain that we're talking about with stress fractures. When evaluating the foot, it's important to realize which areas you should be working on first. Again, looking at bony structures is probably the easiest thing to find, especially if you're not a trained professional. You can at least feel on your foot and kind of feel the areas between. So here's the joint, here's the bone as we're going down. And actually the problem that she was having was basically between these two sections. There's small muscles in here called the lumbricals. They're actually accessory toe flexors. They don't do a lot and they're not very big, and they kind of remind me of like when you get a piece of like a chicken wing. It's like that little sliver of a muscle that's there. So they seem like they're insignificant, but it's really important obviously if they have a problem. Some people tend to think these are stress fractures in here, but again, if you find the right spot between the tissue, I think you're not going to be going the wrong direction. What I tend to do with these issues is basically you shorten the muscle and you lengthen it. It's a technique called active release technique. I think it's really effective to do on some of the soft tissues, and basically, well, with not only competitive athletes but also regular people too. But you'd basically shorten the muscle, you'd draw the tension on the area, and you would lengthen it. You got to actually go through seminars to learn active release, and I've seen people try to do it on themselves watching videos like this, and it does not work out well. I honestly can't do it well on myself just because you can't get the right angle and you can't get the right tension. People like deep tissue therapists or other types of therapists will probably do a great job in this as well, again, as long as they're finding the right area. If they stick you in a walking cast or something like immobilizing the foot for I don't know how long because they think it's a fracture without having an x-ray, they're not doing you any favors, and they're basically keeping you out of the game. Now with her, we had some points where there was flare-ups. She did respond really well after a couple sessions, which was really helpful in figuring out whether this was stress fracture or not. We did some basic like vibrations tests, but mainly the main thing that made us realize what it was the location of the pain, and that she responded so well immediately after treatment. Thanks for watching. If you guys have any questions, feel free to contact me on my website, or you can check out the ebook as well. That's Prevention of Overuse in Sports Injuries.